Today we continue our psychological ethnographic study of conservative white evangelicals by examining the 8 stages of grief as demonstrated by Erika Kirk, a recently widowed conservative white evangelical. Now, in any grieving process, the first stage is always forgiveness. Now, don't worry about any of the details. We don't need to do any work to reach this stage. We don't need to think about what it will mean for us, our family, for the forgiven and their family. We just proclaim the words.
I forgive him.
Second, and these two can happen fairly simultaneously, the blaming of the firstborn. This shifts the blame off of God, off of the person forgiven, and onto an innocent family member. But the firstborn, being the oldest, can handle that guilt.
He's on a work trip with Jesus, so he can afford your blueberry budget.
And an extra bonus, that little girl is going to grow up to be very careful with money. Following stage 2, we have glee. This is the stage where you begin to recognize all of the opportunities that have opened to you since the loss of your loved one.
We are so blessed to have more work than we even could ever dream of. I mean, it's beautiful.
Now, all of that dopamine and serotonin or whatever it is that you get from glee leads inevitably to stage 4, lust. This is the stage where you start groping all of your late husband's friends. Stage 5.
People say that she was groping JD Vance, but it was this meme on Twitter that's her just basically salsa dancing. It's the same thing, but AI made it look like they was grooving. Beyond hilarious. Everything she's doing thus far is kind of weird, and we need to examine this because however she's acting as a grieving widow needs to be studied.
5 is press tour, also known as intimidation of enemies. This is the stage where you seek out media attention in order to make it known that you may be widowed, but you are not defenseless. This is the I am widow, hear me roar stage.
Stop. That's it. That's all I have to say. Stop.
This experience prepares you for stage 6, sequins. Now, Erika Kirk is clearly very high profile, so in addition to sequins, she also gets pyrotechnics at this stage. Now, stage 7 of every grieving process is political campaigns. You can campaign for your loved one's friends, or for your current or future potential lovers. Or if they're the same person, great.
We are going to get my husband's friend, JD Vance, elected for 48 in the most resounding way possible.
And
the fact that she walked out like she was Michael Jackson, all of that is because of Charlie Kirk. And Charlie Kirk did everything in his power to preserve his, I was about to say country, to preserve his company. She now is in cahoots with maybe whoever they are. That's weird. It's no way that you can still be in cahoots with the people that your husband was not in cahoots with right before he got ended, and he said he was fearing for his life. And you go and allow all those people to be in your company and you come out, with glittery pantsuits. Unless it was an agenda before then.
Final, most powerful stage, stage 8, acceptance of the grift.
Charlie Kirk, my incredible husband at UVU, Caleb has persisted with the same gift.
That grieving process is so bad. To further the point, she even put the tent that Charlie Kirk was assassinated under, probably not the same exact one, but a replica of it, at that fest so people can take pictures of it. What grieving widow does that? So something is off. It feels, could be wrong, but it feels like she didn't really care about him. And it was really just something to take over his company. Now, we all could be wrong, but you let me know if you feel like that, because I sure do.
People don't understand how hard it is to be a professional widow. You don't understand how strenuous the tour schedule is. And I need everyone to know how sad I am. I'm so sad all the time. I miss the little things. So many things about Charlie were little that I miss. But the thing I miss the most of all is when you come home on a Friday night, Shabbat Shalom, Israel.
Yup, that TikTok is gone.
Daddy's home, and he put his phone and his keys in the junk drawer, and it would just be all us. It'd just be all us. I just want to encourage people. Don't argue with your spouses. Don't let men get away with anything except the absolute bare minimum of them. I always told him, you know, I will always have a place for you at home.
Yeah, she's just creepy. I can't get over that.
Always going to be dinner for you on the table. And if it's cold, I'll reheat it. Don't even worry about it, baby. I am such a good wife. And I'm so sad. But I make a great wife.
We're human. I mean, he's 31 years old. And that's way more profound than I think anything I could say.
He did not just write this book, he lived it. So when you feel something so deeply and you've experienced it and you lived it, you want to be able to tell other people, look, this will change your life. I know it might sound simple, but sometimes the best answers are the most simple ones. It is truth. And he, again, our whole team knew on days where he didn't get a full Sabbath and did, because he just was so locked in, and he just, again, was the most incredible man, but this just took him to a whole new level. And it was in a way where you would look at him and be like, whatever you're doing, I want to do. And he's like, here. And this is his final message. This is what I'm trying to express to people. This is Charlie's last book. So people can write books all about my husband and what he believed and what he said and analyze his videos. These are his words. And when you read them, you feel him come to life. It's powerful.
So basically, forget about everything my husband said out his own mouth, everything that he said in his own videos, everything you know about him personally. This book is what you have to get, because these are his words. He wrote this himself. Hell, it has his own handwriting in it. This is his words himself. Nobody can edit it. So therefore, it's more reliable than what he said out his own mouth when he was alive. This is the type of rationale that these people have, and they think we're so dumb. That we're so dumb that we would ignore everything he said, especially up to his death. Everything that he was saying, the things that he was thinking. We're supposed to ignore all of that and go straight to the book that somebody else put together. And it's a book after his death. And if it's the book after his death, they could have edited that in so many different ways without him even knowing. He's gone. And we're supposed to believe that instead of whatever came out this man's own mouth. I'm curious which one you will believe.